This is episode 25 of the Living Loopy podcast, The Dope 40's. Welcome to the Living Loopy podcast, where a fat musician fights to lose 200 pounds and learns a whole lot of lessons along the way. And now, weighing in at 413 pounds with a total weight loss of 41 pounds, here he is, your host, me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Living Loopy podcast. How's it going? My name is Loopy, and this is my podcast about health and fitness, but it's from the perspective of a fat dude, and a fat dude who's not going to be fat for long. Because I am on a mission to lose 234 pounds. And this is where we get together and I talk about things I've learned or things I'm struggling with or victories I've had. So, yeah, I'm sure glad you guys are here. Thanks for tuning in. It is good to be back with you. I know last week we had kind of a shorter episode, so glad to be back in the saddle doing the full thing. If you haven't yet, be sure to go on over to livingloopy.com. That's the website for the podcast. So go on over, head on over there, check it out. You can watch old podcast episodes. You can watch the new ones. You can watch Loopy daily videos. It's just a whole lot of good stuff there. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter where we will deliver, by we, I mean I, will deliver great motivational ideas and tips right to your inbox. So, yeah, check that out, livingloopy.com. Also, if you're a fan of the show, head on over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review to the podcast. We really appreciate that. Wherever you are watching this or listening to this, there should be a link in the show notes. So just hit that, head on over to iTunes and subscribe and leave us a rating there. That'd be awesome. All right, well, every week on the show, I weigh in, and I darn sure did that today. So let's check it out and see how the weigh-in went. There it is, 413 pounds for a total weight loss of 41 pounds. So I lost a pound since last week, which is really good because if you don't know, Sunday was my 40th birthday. And last week, my dad was in town and it was awesome. We had fun hanging out. But I wasn't watching super close what I was eating. I was just trying to make better decisions, stay vegan on a plant-based diet, and just try to pay attention to when I was full and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't count calories or anything, and it worked. I lost a pound. So that's really exciting because that means I'm making better choices. And I'm going to continue to work on the amount of food I eat and nighttime eating. There's things I got to work on, but I really like how I'm eating. The foods I'm choosing are much better and cleaner and lots of good stuff going in my body. So that is awesome. I also wasn't walking a whole lot last week and I'm back to walking every day. So that's good. I'm feeling good about it. I'm proud to lose that pound and I feel like I'm making good changes and sticking to it. So it was a good week. Yeah, it was a good week. How was your week? Was it good? I always talk about me, but why don't you go? You say something. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's great. Oh, wow. Really? Really? That's amazing. Okay. Anyway, so let's go to our battle notes. Battle notes. These are the battle notes. All right. This week in the battle notes, We are going to talk about the dope 40s. That's right. The dope 40s. I just turned 40 on Sunday. And you know what? It was great. I'm actually really excited about my 40s. It's been weird. It's weird when you're getting to the end of your 30s and you realize you'll never go back. And so I kind of started kind of stressing about it and just thinking about it. Man, this is the end of my 30s. And then then I realized, but what am I supposed to do about that? Like, whatever. The 30s were great. Let's go do the 40s. And to be honest, I am really excited about my 40s. I've learned a lot. I've struggled a lot in my 20s and my 30s. I've struggled with my health. I've struggled with my career. I've struggled with money, But I really feel like I'm starting to learn from some of my mistakes. Not saying I'm not going to make more mistakes. Absolutely I am. But I'm starting to hone in more on the things that make me happy. I'm starting to hone in on what's really important to me. I'm starting to hone in on, the things I really want to pursue. And I'm really getting focused on my goals, what those are for business, for finance, and for health. And I have a really good focused idea of what my goals are. And I'm putting together a plan, and I'm going to work the plan. And I think the 40s are going to be dope, because I think in my 40s, I'm really going to start hitting my stride and hitting some of these goals that I've been working on since I was 20. There's some stuff that I want to open a retirement fund, all right, a Roth IRA. Most responsible people probably definitely have one by the time they're 40. Since I've been probably 25, it's been on my to-do list to do it, but there's always something else that comes up and that I have to worry about money-wise. I just never quite get there, and I never had a real solid plan. Well, in my 40s, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get out of debt. I am going to start my retirement fund and start putting that in regularly. I'm going to accomplish these goals, and I am going to lose 234 pounds in my 40s. How dope is that? I mean, it's exciting to look forward and see that these things are going to happen, because I am not going to give up, and I am not going to stop. And I am going to continue to work on myself and surround myself with the right people and do the things I need to do to be successful. So I know it's going to happen, and so that's exciting. I think the 40s are going to be great. I got some work to do. But I know exactly where I'm headed, and that's exciting. I still, have things to figure out, sure, but I feel really good about where I'm at and what I'm working on, and it looks like it's going to be an awesome decade. So I'm going to hit those financial goals. I'm going to lose 234 pounds, and I am going to make more music, because for a long time I have just been playing gigs, just making a living playing other people's songs, and that's cool. I'm blessed to be able to do that, but it's not 100% fulfilling, and I need to start doing what I feel like I was made to do, which is create music and write music. And so I just got my studio done today. If you've been watching my Loopy daily videos, I've been showing the kind of progress on the studio remodel, and we just got it done today, which is awesome. So I am ready now to go to work on a new Loopy album. So I'm going to start working on a new album and making some music and pursuing that again and that career again. So dude, how awesome is that? I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to pursue my passion, my career in music again. It's good, right? So I feel really good. I'm thankful for every mistake I've made and everything I've done that led me to this point. I'm thankful for all the mistakes I'm going to make in the future, because I'm going to learn from those things. And I'm finally focused in. My 20s and 30s was really just about surviving, not thriving, not really trying to pursue, my passions. And I'm finally now like, dude, I'm 40. Now's the time. Let's do it. I'm done surviving. It's time to thrive. So, I am excited about the dope 40s. To all my other 40-year-olds out there, it's looking up, I promise. This is the time. This is the time to really take life by the horns, as they say, and do it. Do it. Don't waste another day. Now's the time. Let's do this. All right? So, things are looking good. All right, we're going to take a quick little break and hear a word from our sponsor. If you would like to sponsor the show, or be a sponsor of the show, or if you just want to get a hold of me and say hi, you can do that at livingloopy@gmail.com. That's livingloopy@gmail.com. Twitter is livingloopy, and then, of course, facebook.com/livingloopy. And you can always go to the website there, livingloopy.com, and say hi. So definitely reach out, because this is about my journey, but it's also about helping other people, helping you too, see and realize your goals and achieve your goals. And I want it to be a place where you know that you're not alone and you can find some inspiration and support here. So feel free to reach out and say hi. All right, let's take a little break, and we'll be right back.
ChrisLoopySwan.com.
My song, butterflies fly away. Not in my how lucky can one
Jazz piano player and piano entertainer.
Kissed her and she kissed me, 'cause you had to be a big shot.
And piano instructor. Learn how to play piano by ear.
I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around.
For more information, go to ChrisLoopySwan.com.
Jump around. Stop the repair and stop gasping for the air out there. I used to wonder what it is I put here for. I used to wonder if the world could hear me, or if I was screaming to myself and just myself knew the score. And all the people that I knew had never seen me before. I used to call my phone before I walked through the door, so I would have a message that I couldn't ignore. I knew I needed it.
All right, that right there is our single of the month. Every month I feature one of my singles, and that is GASPIN. That is actually off of a 2003 album I did called Lo-Fi and for the Underground Volume 1. So it's not a new song, but I have recently repackaged the album, and I am selling that album because I never really sold it. I just didn't really do anything with it. So I am selling that album, and again, if you're interested in the album, there's a link in the show notes. Check that out. But that single is on iTunes. You can get it on iTunes, and get that, download it, put it in your workout playlist, have Loopy in your ears when you're working out. So yeah, check that out. Also, if you want to get a few of my songs for free, you can get some free music. I'm actually giving away music at loopytunes.com. So all you got to do is go there just for checking it out. I'll give you, I'm giving away some free music so you can check it out, see if you like it. So do that, loopytunes.com. All right, welcome back to the show. We are having a good time, hanging out, talking, chatting, talking about life, weight, fitness, health, yeah, and how it's going with all that. So anyway, it's time now for the pizza wars. Pizza wars. All right, time for the pizza wars. This is the part of the show where I discuss my ongoing battle with pizza addiction. I for sure am a food addict, but my number one drug of choice is pizza. So I've been really working on finding a way to make it work for me instead of against me. So finding a healthy way to get my pizza fix. And I've really gotten into a stride with that. I've found a way to do pizza. There's a couple things I do. One thing, if I want to order pizza, Papa John's, their original crust is totally vegan. So I can get that with no cheese and a bunch of veggies, and it's good. I'm telling you, you don't miss the cheese. It's really good, and you get lots of veggies, and it's a good way to get the pizza fix. So I did that a couple times this week, being my birthday and just kind of being busy a couple times. I did order pizza a couple times, but I just got pizza and breadsticks, no brownies, and The only indulgence was the garlic butter, which I thought for sure wasn't vegan, but Papa John's garlic butter sauce is vegan. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? I did not know that. I thought for sure it was butter, garlic butter, but apparently it's just oil, I guess. So I'm not saying it's healthy by any means, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it is vegan. There's no dairy in it. So I did indulge and use a little bit of the garlic butter. It's 75 calories for one of those things. So that's not something I'm going to do every day. But once in a while, it was my little indulgence to go with the pizza. But other than that, man, I have been buying bread and just either buying sauce or making my own sauce. Just using some good Italian bread, putting sauce on there, and a bunch of veggies and baking it, and bam, pizza. So I've been doing that to get my pizza fix. The Papa John's, no cheese, lots of veggies, has been working good. So this has been a good week, man. I'm really getting into a stride. I finally got dairy out of my diet, and that was a big move. That helps me with the pizza too, because I'm just not going to do it. So if I'm not eating dairy, then I'm not going to get the cheese, and I'm not going to eat as much, and I'm not going to get the brownie because that has dairy. So I'm cutting way lots of calories out and lots of fat out by doing that. So it's really good. I'm feeling good about that. I still eat pizza like seriously every other day, but I just eat a healthier version of it. It's great. I'm loving it. And the best part is I'm winning the pizza wars. This week it's pizza 0, Loopy 2. Yeah, that's a winner. Pizza Wars. I think that's like 3 weeks in a row that I've won the war against pizza. So that feels really good to get a few of those under my belt. So, winner. Loopy. All right. Anyway. Yeah, man. So I would encourage you to eat as much pizza as you want. Just make it a healthy version of pizza. And I am telling you, you don't need the cheese. Try it once. I'm telling you, the flavor comes from the sauce, not from the cheese. The cheese is the texture. I know. Cheese is good, don't get me wrong. But I'm telling you, it's still really good. So, try it sometime. All right, so now it is time for our health fact of the day. Every week on the show, I look up a health fact on the internet and I don't research it. I just write it down and then say it to you. So take it with a grain of salt. But I do try to find things that make sense. And today is another one. So our health fact of the day today is the body takes around 12 hours to completely digest your meal. So even though you may eat in 5 to 10 minutes and shovel it down, it actually takes 12 hours for your body to completely digest what you ate. And we've all heard that old adage that it takes 20 minutes for your brain to know you're full. And I have really been tuning into that a little bit more lately and experiencing that. Like, I will eat a good sized meal and then I am still like really hungry. And I have to force myself to get up, walk away, do some other things, and then if I'm still hungry, I'll come back and eat more. And every time. And it really does take sometimes 20, 30 minutes, but then I'm like, oh man, I'm good. We think like we're going to be full right after we eat, but it doesn't work that way. Even if you eat a lot. And that's what's, so messed up about just eating until you're really full. If you are still eating and you're starting to feel full, that means you've way surpassed how much you need to eat because you're going to feel super full once you stop eating, and that's how we get so bloated and we feel disgusting after Thanksgiving dinner or whatever. So I've been really working on tuning into that whole thing and really trying to just give myself a little time to feel full. So my challenge of the week is this. I challenge you to chew your food. Chew your food. Chew your food, Egon. Is it Egon or Ray? I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, little Ghostbusters there. But the point is to slow down, chew your food, and really start paying attention to your hunger signals. Because a lot of times we think we're hungry and we're not. So I want you to chew your food, eat your meal, get up, walk around, give it at least 20 minutes, and see if you really need that second plate. And then if you do, go back and eat more. Sometimes I go back and eat more. But most of the time, I don't need it. So I think, especially for those of us who overeat a lot, we are blowing right through our signals, and we just don't get the signal that we're full anymore because we're just so used to blowing right through it. And it takes a little training to get back to paying attention to it. And so this is a really good way to do. Eat slowly, eat mindfully, and after your first plate of food, when you know you probably had enough, walk around, do something else for a couple minutes, and see if you just don't feel full. All right? So that is my challenge to you, to be a little more mindful and chew your food. All right. Well, that is the end of our show. I'm sure glad you guys tuned in today. This was fun. Wasn't this fun? We always have a good time. And again, I hope it's something that you can find some motivation, inspiration, or ideas out of. This is not just about me. It's also about you. I want you to know you're not alone. If this is something you struggle with, you're not alone. There's a lot of us that struggle with this. Just don't give up and keep working on it. And I promise you'll get there. Thank you so much for all. I got a bunch of great emails and Snapchats and messages this last couple of weeks. Can't tell you how much that means to me, the encouragement and just telling me that, you know, what it's doing for you or whatever. I'm just really thankful for that, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it and getting something out of it, and I just appreciate the love very much. So thank you for all the awesome comments and text messages and Snapchats and all that. Very much appreciated. Please feel free to share this with someone you know maybe is struggling with food, or if you just want to share it with the world, feel free to leave a comment or share it on Facebook or Twitter or all those social media things. You know, the kids with their Snap book and their face chat. Crazy. All right. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I hope you are doing awesome. Remember, you're not alone. Love yourself. Hug yourself. It's going to be a good week. All right. See you next week. Peace.
For more information, go to www.livingloopy.com. Be sure to head over to iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review. We'll see you next week on the Living Loopy podcast.